Welcome live to the Fowler Show here in Manchester, UK, the best place to live right now. We are live here on YouTube.com. It's a bit of a delay there, so I do apologise for that little delay of my fault. This guest who is on the show today was meant to come on last Thursday, but cancelled on us, unfortunately. So we had James Hardy on the show. Of course, he won his match last Friday night at ProSouth Wrestling. However, my original scheduled guest lost last Friday night. It's a bit of a sour note. Lost his bit of momentum heading into tomorrow night's Valentine's Massacre event in Alabama in ProSouth Wrestling. So please welcome along today. It is the one and only Roma Miller. You doing well?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
it's good to finally have you on the show. It's more than I thought I was going to get you on the show. So at least we got it happen today. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be on. Thank you for having me once again.
I have to say,
I'm really happy to be on.
Yeah,
really happy to be on.
Yeah, and of course, it was the commissioner's birthday. I believe
Yes.
it was yesterday, was it, or the day before? Sometime this week.
Right. Happy birthday, Amy. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday indeed. Of course, she did not respond to my comment. I don't know if she's responded to your comment, but she did not respond to my comment because, again, she's not brave enough to come on this show, Roma. That's the thing. You're brave enough to come on the show. She's not brave to come on the show to get the tough questions, but you are. So we thank you for that. So, how did you get associated with ProSouth to begin with? Let's look back at Roma Miller's story here, ladies and gents. Let's see what happened to get him to this moment in life.
The Roma Miller ProSouth story. Man, that's an interesting one. I want to say about 2.5 years ago at their Halloween Havoc show, Wicked Havoc is what it's called. I debuted as a referee. And I ended up costing the left-hand path a match against Lights, Camera, and Action, or Cameron Keese, now the ProSouth champion. But he was Lights, Camera, and Action at the time. And Aaron Black was his tag partner. We went on to form a stable called Revelation. And that's how I got my start in ProSouth. Over time, I kept tagging with Revelation.
Yeah.
Just kept doing my thing. And I ran into a feud with Ace Haven, of all people.
Yep. Ace Haven, yep. Always gets
we were feuding over who was the true king of ProSouth. So I was attacking Ace from behind, hitting him left and right, being one step ahead of him in every piece of the story here. So we get to one part where I lay Ace out, Amy comes out, and I'm about to smash Amy with a chair. Harley comes out, Ace's Amy's daughter. She comes out. And this time, I'm about to smash the whole family with a chair. The referees run out of the locker room. Everybody stops me, says, "Hey, you're taking it too far. Don't hurt the children." So I can't hurt her physically. So I take the microphone and say, "Harley, you can call me Daddy now." And from that point on, the Daddy nickname has just stuck.
Yeah, and that's what you go by on Twitter. So I always did wonder why you did call yourself the Daddy. Now that makes perfect sense on the old Twitter out there.
That's where Daddy came from. And over more time, I got away from Revelation. I broke away from Cameron Keese. When he joined the League of Terribles, I didn't want to join. So I broke away.
Why not? Why do you want to join the best group in ProSouth Wrestling right now? He is the current ProSouth champion. He could have helped you become a champion.
See, Cameron Keese took me under his wing, and I'm always grateful. Always grateful. But he joined the League of Terribles and Tyler Colpret, and he assumed I'd join with him. He never asked me. I didn't want to join, so I told him that, and we just had a divide from that point on.
Yeah. Well, he's gone on to better things right now, Roma. He is the ProSouth champion. The gorgeous belt was right here on this very show a few weeks ago. What
I
have you
remember.
got? What have you got to bring to the table to this show today, Roma?
What do I have to bring to the table today?
Yeah, have you got anything
Well,
gorgeous to show us on the show right now?
currently I do not. Nothing to
Okay.
show you right about now.
Okay, that's a bit disappointing to my viewers who were expecting to see
I know it.
royalty. You know, you call yourself the king, you know, so you've
I
got
gotta-
to bring something to the table.
I've got to do better.
You
know,
do,
you're right
you do,
about that.
you
So
do.
next time I get on, I'll have something to show everybody.
Great, because at the moment I'm going to call you the poor king at the moment because you haven't got no crown, you got no royal stick or anything like that. You got no cape, you got no belt either. So I'm going to call you the poor king right now.
Yeah, that's who I am right now. I gotta fix that. I gotta remedy that.
You do. I'm hoping people will chant that at the show tomorrow, but I'm very doubtful they will, because of course, people are behind you and now behind your tag team partner Ace Haven. Of course, you had a trios match last Friday night. You decided to.
Edward, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. I was saying that you grabbed one of the tape rope from the from where you meant to hold on to the rope to not tag in, kind of thing, and you decided to do some skipping. I will call it. I don't know if you call it skipping, but I will call it skipping, as that's what we call it over here in Manchester, UK. Why did you decide to have a skipping contest with your other opponents in the ring? Of course, you were against Keast and of course Tyler in the match as well.
Well, I think everybody in the UK, everybody here, everybody listening knows I'm a better wrestler than all the guys on the opposite team.
Okay.
I think I can beat Keast. I can beat Tyler Sutton. I can beat anybody that comes up against me. And I'm going to beat Brandon Whatley tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll get on to that in just a moment. But that's some very interesting accusations to throw out there, isn't it, really? Because you are very confident, a bit overconfident that you can beat the ProSouth champion and, of course, Tyler Sutton as well, who's both been on this very show in the past few weeks. So, talk to us now. As you just mentioned a moment ago, and we're going to share the screen, I believe, here. Let's have a look. Kaboush, you can see it right on your screen. You are facing Brandon Whatley there on your screen.
Yes.
Tomorrow night at the St. Valentine's Massacre, as I would call it, the description below has the live link to the YouTube video. So if you want to check it out, if you can't make it to the arena, then it's in the live video in our live description below, the link to tomorrow night's show, where you can see Roma Miller trying to get past Brandon Whatley. So tell us, how did this match come about? Because, of course, you did get attack from him over the past few weeks ago. So what made you to think that you had something to prove against Brandon Whatley?
I don't think I have anything to prove against Brandon. I think I need to show him that he can't attack me from behind and belittle me and expect to come out with a win. I'm going to teach him a lesson. If you want to match with me, face me straight up. Then the better man, me, will win that match. But don't hit me from behind in another match. Don't use your nunchucks. Wrestle me.
Well, he might have a good excuse to use his nuts. You might have thought that he might not have thought that you were a tough man and maybe an easy picking, as they say in ProSouth.
Yeah, I think I'm one of the more underrated people on the roster.
You are.
A lot of people come. They'll come for me. And then I'll show them that I'm a wrestler too. I mean, I know how to have fun. I know how to have a good time. I know how to make the audience have a good time. But if you want to fight, we can fight.
We can fight, and indeed. And why do you think the ProSouth locker room then perceives you in this way, or that like an underdog type guy?
Well, I'm on the smaller side. I'm fun loving, and I don't think I show a very aggressive streak, and that's something I want to change about myself.
Interesting. So maybe that's something you can improve on in 2022 then.
I think so.
But I mean, like, is there anybody who is helping you or maybe inspiring you to get that bit more of an angry side out of you to showcase that to the audience? Because the audience right now are right behind you, aren't they? I don't know why they are, but I'm guessing they're just some idiots deciding they got nothing else better to do on a Friday night to support Roma Miller. But why do you think the fans love you right now, and why do you think changing your ways could change the fact that they might like you right now, but they could hate you for changing your anger side, if that makes sense?
Oh, let's see, man. I think the fans love me so much down in Piedmont because I'm relatable.
Yeah.
They can see themselves in me. A lot of them are probably underdogs. They have to fight from underneath to get where they want. People probably count them out before they get the chance to prove themselves. So they see somebody like them on a bigger stage, and they naturally get behind me. And I don't want to let them down.
Don't blame you there. And we hope you do get some momentum going for yourself again after the... what can I describe the match from last week? Very disastrous ending. It all started with you again skipping in the ring, and that all went downhill. What did you tell your partners you're going to start skipping in the ring, by the way, or were they quite shocked as we were watching when you decided to pull that trick out your hat? And will you be using that trick again in any future singles or tag team match?
I can't expose all my tricks, but I do keep one or two up my Supreme sleeve. So
yeah,
there'll be a few tricks coming down the road.
Right. Well, can we expect any tricks from you tomorrow night?
Tune in and see, Edward. Tune in and see.
Oh, I can't give it any teasers, can he, this guy? Oh, my. Okay. Well, I'm hoping you don't do any skipping tomorrow night, because I might have to rate you on your skipping the next time I see you. Are you going to do some dancing for us maybe instead? Am I doing some dancing tricks against your opponents to throw them off guard to try and get the upper hand, which you tried to do last week but backfired on you?
I don't know. Brandon Whatley, he's a bigger guy.
Yeah.
He's skilled in martial arts.
Yes, he is.
So fighting him might not be the best way to go about it. But if I can get in his head, play a few games with him, take him out of his element, then I think I have a pretty good chance.
Interesting. Well, we'll have to see what happens against tomorrow night. Live on YouTube, 7:05 p.m. Central Time. It kicks off at. Of course, the actual show begins at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and of course, 1:30 in the morning on Saturday, February the 12th. That's why it's very late here, Roma, in the UK, when we get to see this big fight of yours. And there's a few English fans who do stay up to 3 o'clock in the morning to see the whole show. But
that's awesome.
I would love to see what they thought of the main event last week, where you decided to do that trick. What did your tag team partners say? Were they quite shocked, or did you fill them in before the match that you're going to do this trick?
No. I kept it to myself. It kind of came on the fly. It was an impromptu thing.
Right. And what was their reaction when you went backstage after you lost the fight? Were they all blaming you, saying, "Thanks a lot, Roma, you messed this one right up"? Or were they quite, oh, well, the better man win. Good luck. Try again next time.
I don't think it was me that messed up the fight. Eric Silva, it wasn't his fault. He got a little lackadaisical.
Yeah, but it all started with you, though. With skipping it. It dazed. That's what happened, Roma. It dazed him. It dazed Ace and, the other guy.
Maybe, but they weren't upset with me. I think the biggest thing they were worried about is that Tyler pinned Eric Silva.
Yeah, in a small package.
We thought Silva would have been a sure thing to beat Tyler Sutton tomorrow night. But now it's put a little bit of doubt in everybody's mind. Tyler's a true contender.
Yeah, well, I will say one thing, though. There were people on YouTube live chat, and I agree with them. I will give you some sympathy for you and your team, because you had a corrupt referee in that match. There's a few times where the referee was very slow or reacting to the other fighters and whatnot. So he was very corrupt, which I agree with, I have to say, and he should be punished for his actions from last week's show. Would you agree with that, or do you think I'm being too harsh watching the?
To call him corrupt might be a bit of an overstatement. Maybe, just maybe, hear me out. Maybe he just wasn't on his A game that night. I think we need to see a body of his work before we call him corrupt. But
okay.
There were a couple of times where I know I made my tag to get out.
You did. I agree.
Just didn't see it. So maybe he had a bad night. We'll see tomorrow if he continues his corrupt ways, or maybe it was just a bad night. Well, so we'll see.
My sis telling me here, ladies and gentlemen, I do not know if he's going to be there tomorrow night. If he is there tomorrow night, I do hope someone does teach him a lesson about being about seeing things, because he didn't do a very good job in that main event at all. And it should have gone to a better referee. I think there's like one or two guys there last week who could have done a very better job than that guy could have done. So maybe one of them will get the opportunity to referee your match tomorrow night to make it a bit more fairer for you, because there was a few times where, as you said, you did tag and the referee, of course, that referee did not see the tag. So that's why I agree with the fans of ProSouth. That guy needs to be taught a lesson. Maybe he needs to be, I don't know, taken out or get suspended or something. Maybe Amy Haven. But of course, she doesn't listen to the show, so she won't hear these ideas from us, Roma, unfortunately.
But I'll relay them to her.
Yeah, please do.
I will.
So, as well then, Roma, of course, we mentioned about that. What other matches are you looking forward to tomorrow night, to watching after yours or before your match tomorrow night?
Oh, man. Of course, obviously, I'm looking forward to Cameron Keith and Ace Haven's casket match.
Yes, that was quite a shocker when Ace Haven announced it after the match went off the air last week. That's
what I'm looking for. And another one that people are probably sleeping on. James Hardy and Chris Mason.
Yeah, that was interesting as well when I saw that as well, because I thought we might have saw James Hardy finished in the ring after last week, but no, he's back in action against twice in 2 weeks. I wonder if he can keep up the momentum of winning.
We'll see, man. We'll see. It's going to be a good one tomorrow night. I'm excited about Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah. And well, speaking of these two matches you just mentioned, and I'm guessing you're going to be rooting for Ace Haven to win against Keith, obviously.
Definitely.
I'm going to give you a spoiler, Roma, because the spoiler is Keith is going to remain the ProSouth champion, because he is the face and the best wrestler on their roster right now. No question about it. And he's going to retain in that casket match tomorrow. He's going to put a fork in Ace's kingdom, basically. You want to call it that?
I think so.
Yeah, I do. And I think James Hardy, though, will win to keep his momentum going. I don't know what the aim is for him, but I'm looking forward to getting him another victory, I guess, against that opponent tomorrow night. It's a pretty interesting match.
Yeah, that should be a fun match. 2 fun matches to see.
Yeah. It will be, but the question is, will my spoilers be correct? Yeah, it's going to be one thing, because I do a lot of spoilers, and most of the time, my predictions are correct. So if you want reliable spoilers, then you've come to the right people, because I know exactly what's going to happen. Again, I have no input, by the way. I have no input over anything. Nobody tells me anything. These are just my opinions, by the way. Most of the time, my opinions are correct. Don't believe. Watch it tomorrow night, and you can come back to me in a week's time and say that yes, I was correct, or no, you was not. But anyway, that's that question. I'll try again. Who inspired you, Roma, in ProSouth Wrestling in 2022?
Who inspired me in ProSouth Wrestling in 2022?
Yeah.
There have been a couple of people. I don't know if you've seen him recently, but William Huckabee is one. William Huckabee has inspired me a lot in wrestling, inside the ring and outside the ring. He's somebody to look up to. Another person, a big inspiration. Ace, obviously, but...
Obviously, yeah.
James Hardy. Have you seen how he's just captivated the crowd? Have you seen the way he's got the crowd behind him now? Like, it was not long ago they used to hate him and chant Hardy has hemorrhoids. Now everybody loves him. James is a big time inspiration. And I wish much success to him.
Yeah. But I mean, the people were correct then, and I do wish they did start chanting that again in his matches, but I guess we'll never see that happen again. Well, at least for right now. But yeah, I had to say it was a great moment last week when James Hardy was able to capture the hearts of the ProSouth audience. But then as well, not just that, but after he won, he continued ring announcing as well, after being to death, you know, he'd still be able to carry on doing his day job at ring announcing the rest of the show.
Yeah, he's the hardest working man in professional wrestling.
Of course. Are looking very sharp as well.
Say that one more time.
Where do you get your haircuts? Because people obviously want to know that for some reason. But yeah, people want to know, because you're looking sharp, and people want to know, where do you get your haircuts from? Because they want to look stunning just like you.
Well, man, I've been going to this barbershop that I go to since I was a very little boy. It's a place called Jackson's. It's in Anderson, Alabama. The guy named Jimmy cuts my hair, and he's been doing it forever. I'll tell him he has some fans in the UK.
Not just in the UK, but in the US as well, because for peculiar reason, people want to know where you get your haircuts so that they can look like you, Roma. So there you go. Good shout, good plug there. So if you want to get your hair like Roma, go to Jimmy's, because he'll do it just like the way he does it with Roma's hair.
Yeah, he's the best in the city.
He's the best in the city. You have to believe it by going there to see him today. So put your appointment there today. I think you'll
tell him Roma sent you.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. I'm sure you'll enjoy that little plug there as well. So you mentioned about your match tomorrow night. What can we expect from you this year then, Roma?
This year?
Yeah.
This year, well, starting with tomorrow night, you can expect me to teach Brandon Whatley a lesson.
Okay.
And the rest of this year, you can expect me to win my first ProSouth Wrestling title.
Okay, that's quite the statement there, Roma. And can you tell us how you're going to go about winning the South Championship? Are you going to put yourself into some interesting match types to get an opportunity, or are you going to somehow?
Well, right now, like I said, I'm thinking on the task at hand right now. So I'm going to get past Brandon Whatley tomorrow night. And then, after the Tony Midas and Damian Seratone match, whoever wins, I got my eyes on that YouTube title.
No, I get you there. But I mean, the YouTube Championship is a great title, but it's no ProSouth Championship, because that represents the face of the company. And at the moment, the face of the company is Keith. You know, the baddest man in ProSouth today, of course, behind the former ProSouth champion Tyler Corporate, of course, obviously, but he's no longer around. So I'm guessing we can't mention his name anymore, as it's say in the good old Harry Potter books, you know, who he cannot be named. But, you know, we wish you the best of luck. Some great goals you got there, and hopefully there'll come achievements for you later this year in 2022. Also, as well, it was announced earlier this year that Rhyno is coming to ProSouth on March 25th. Are you looking forward to seeing Rhyno coming? I would love to see him gore you. That'd be quite hilarious.
Whoa.
But
we don't want that.
You never know. You might say something wrong to Rhyno and he might gore you. But I mean, you know, what was your reaction when you heard the announcement? Because according to James Hardy, nobody knew that Rhyno was coming into ProSouth until the announcement came by Amy Haven.
Yeah. All I knew was they were bringing somebody in. And I didn't know who that somebody was. When I heard it was Rhyno, I couldn't guess. Really couldn't guess. I was wondering. But they've brought so many good people to ProSouth. Yeah. Recently, Sin Bodhi has come through.
Yeah.
AJ Styles has been in the past.
Yeah.
Rhyno's just the next guy on the list, and that's pretty awesome.
Okay. So you're not really keen on gore coming through.
I'd like to see a gore. I just don't want to take one.
Okay. I don't blame you for that, but don't be at ringside, depending what match. I guess, because it's going to be great, because somebody, or maybe more than one people, will be getting bored. I'm looking forward to that. Maybe it could be the commissioner.
Oh, maybe it could be. Well, if he wants to come back, he might not gore the commissioner.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. He's a man beast for a reason.
very true. That's very true. But we have to see because it's going to happen though. March 25th, and only in just over a month to go. It's very exciting to see. But what do you think Rhyno's going to be doing on March 25th? Apart from goring people.
Oh man, what do I think Rhyno's going to be doing? I wonder, what does Rhyno have his sights on at ProSouth Wrestling? Does he want to take down the top man of the company? Does he want to just come make a name for himself and become a regular person on the roster? I can't put my finger on it. But if I was Rhyno, he's held titles all over the world. I think he wants to add that ProSouth title to his collection.
What are you going to do when you meet him for the first time? Are you going to try and kiss his ass, or are you going to try and be like, could you?
I think I'll go up to him, meet him, introduce myself, and ask him how to get further along in this wrestling business. How do you advance? How do you keep moving forward?
That's not a bad question to ask him. That's not a bad question at all. Have to see what his answer is will be for your advice. That's not a bad question actually. So I do take my previous comment back for kissing his ass. So, but I wonder there will be a lot of guys on ProSouth be kissing his ass when he comes in. They're like, "Oh, definitely. I know you're my favorite wrestler," and then as soon as he leaves, he wasn't really. Kind of thing, but didn't you have a prediction of who it might have been? Who did you want to see coming to ProSouth?
Who do I want to see come to ProSouth?
Yeah.
Oh man, if they could bring anybody,
who?
I'd like to see him. If anybody of all people,
anybody.
Sting.
Oh, Sting! It's Sting!
Yeah, Sting.
Imagine, yeah, I mean that. Yeah, okay, I'll believe that when I see that. It won't be. I don't think we'll ever see Sting coming to ProSouth. How was my impression? Did you like that impression of Sting?
It was a great one. It was a good one. I looked around for the crow. I didn't see him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, maybe ProSouth should bring me in. Maybe I should do a better job than Noah. Maybe I can do, if he ever brings in Sting, I could do it's Sting! A cheap Tony Schiavone. Anyway, well, I'll give you my opinion, okay, because you thought it might have been Sting. I thought it might have been the Boogeyman. The worms, I would love to see somebody taking the worms. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it, It
would be awesome.
Imagine the whole roster taking the worms. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, the Boogeyman would be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine Amy Haven or Ace Haven or even that corrupt referee taking the worms. That'd be great. That'd be us best for business.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
But it would be great though to see you against the Boogeyman. That would be quite a good match. Not just because of the worms, but I mean, I think you could win against the Boogeyman. I think, but he's 57. I think he is. You're in your prime of your life. So
right.
Many less years experience than him, but the age difference could come into place.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Well, you have to speak to Amy Haven, Commissioner, about bringing in your favorite wrestler, Sting.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow night. I'm saying, Amy, I know you're busy, but
she's not busy.
Me and Edward were talking, and we want Sting to come to ProSouth.
Yeah, there you go. But I mean, she's never busy. All she does is interrupt matches, comes out with her husband, gets involved, end of the night. There's nothing else she does apart from announcing Rhyno coming in. That's the only thing I didn't know she did as well. But apart from that, she's not a very busy lady, to my knowledge. Again, I don't know her course. I've never been to ProSouth. I don't live in Alabama, so I do I know? I'm just some guy giving my opinion from what I see on TV, on YouTube.com/ProSouth each and every Friday night. Of course, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Central Time. The actual show begins. Time to get you all hyped up for the biggest night of action. Is he getting off?
Say it one more time.
Are you getting off?
Oh no! Sorry.
Is someone calling you or messaging you saying I'm not liking my comments towards Amy Haven? Or maybe yourself here? Is that what's going on? Have something interrupting our conversation?
I turned my notifications off, man, so people will leave me alone.
That's good. That's good thinking. Many people don't do that. Many people don't do that. But there you go. So that's most appreciated to you, Roma.
No problem.
But I mean, it's going to be fun to see Rhyno come in. Because you mentioned about Sim Bodie coming in, did he do any interesting tricks when Sim Bodie came into Pro South? If you can remember.
I didn't do any, but Sim Bodie had a great match, 2 great matches actually. He had his first match was Aleister Crowe.
Okay.
It was a classic. It was a clinic. If you get a chance to watch it, go back and do it.
Yeah.
Then when he came back, he faced Trevor Eon, and we all know how good Trevor is.
Yeah. He's a great wrestler, Trevor, isn't he? And I'm sure the match of the night or maybe match of.
It was a match of the year candidate, if you ask me. If you think about it, Trevor Eon, the big bat, versus the demolition clown Sim Bodie. What else could you ask for? Match full of personality, full of great wrestlers. It was awesome.
Yeah, very true. And do you ever think Sim Bodie or maybe another great legend who you've had in Pro South will ever come back again?
Probably. He said he liked it down there, so he's busy. I know he's on the road all the time.
Yeah. Well, he's busy.
Hopefully,
go on.
Hopefully, he'll make a stop back at Pro South.
Yeah. Does out of interest, does Sim Bodie follow yourself on social media?
He does. He follows me on Twitter.
Damn. I was going to say, I was going to say to you, that's unfortunate, but he follows me on social media. So I'll try another one. Okay. I'll know this one. You won't have this yet. Does the Boogeyman follow you on social media, on Twitter or Instagram?
No, he does not.
Unfortunate.
Man, he follows you.
He follows me on Instagram. Yes, I am one of his only 1,000 odd people he follows back on Instagram. Don't know why he decided to follow me on Instagram. Obviously, he knows that I am the best person in the UK. So but yeah, he follows me on Instagram. He knows who I am, obviously. So that's great. But I'm a bit scared to reach out to him to see if he enjoyed to come on my show. I have not took it that far yet.
Why not? The worst he can tell you is no.
I know, but he's a very busy guy. He's too busy eating worms and giving out worms and holding babies on his Instagram. So he might be a bit too busy. But maybe if he comes to Pro South, maybe I can get him on the show that way.
Maybe.
There you go. Maybe. That's not a teaser, by the way. Again, I have no idea who they'd be bringing in Pro South after Rhyno. If anybody, maybe, then they might say, maybe not, but who knows? It's been a great year for yourself so far, even though we're only in February. Of course, you had a great 2021. What were some of your favorite moments from 2021 and, of course, your career so far as a wrestler?
My favorite moment from 2021. That's a good one. I had a good year last year. It's a tie. When Pro South started calling me daddy, that was almost a career rebirth.
Gotcha.
And my tie for favorite moment is when I broke away from the League of Terribles, when I broke away from Cameron Keys, and I became my own guy.
Oh, my word.
That was my highlight of my year last year. But my career highlights?
Yeah.
Let's see, man. That's a good question.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you for that. So you get the top,
that's a really good question.
You get the best questions on the show.
I've had some fun stuff happen. Let's see. And my career highlights. It's more than one thing.
Yeah, it's fine. You can be more than one thing.
I have a streak going. I am undefeated at Pro South Anniversary Super Show.
Oh, there you go. That's a good streak. There you go.
That is my career highlight. The streak.
There you go. How many people knew about this so-called streak of yours until today? Did many people knew you had it, or had it been overlooked? But like the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak, where at first nobody really noticed it until before he mentioned numbers on the TV, kind of thing. Did you? Is it a similar thing with yourself, or does everybody does notice it?
Oh, well, the streak was just born this year. I won my second match, making it officially a streak. I'm 2-0.
Okay, well, yeah, that's better. That's better than ours, isn't it? Hopefully you can do.
I've made it a point. I've made it a point to let everybody know that the streak is official. I'm undefeated at Pro South. So whoever they bring in this year, whoever they have me against, if I'm at the Super Show, I'll win again and make it 3-0.
Well, if you're not at Super Show, then you do not belong at Pro South, because that is the best show of the year. That's like their, like their Super Bowl or their WrestleMania, or even the final of the XFL. So it's a magnificent show, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to top it from last year's show, because last year's show was very shocking, very stressing, but like watching rubbish Manchester United on a weekend. That's what it reminded me of, with all the twists and turns and shocker after shocker. So, we hope, though, that you will get to 3-0 this year as well. That'd be great.
Thank you.
That's something that no other ProSouth wrestler can do, isn't it? You've had somebody from the NWA be a part of your ProSouth Wrestling, and they couldn't do the streak, but Roma Miller can.
Yes, I am Roma the Streak Miller.
Yeah, and that NWA wrestler I was on about was Rush Friedman, I think his name is. He did the show last year. Great guy. He was talking to us from his car in Georgia. If you don't mind me asking, where are you joining this show from?
I'm in Anniston, Alabama right now.
In a house? Are you? Or are you?
Yes, I'm in a house.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good to know. At least you're not joining us remote or anything like that, or using any custom backgrounds like James Hardy did last week.
No, I'm in my house. I'm actually in my son's nursery, so Daddy is more than a gimmick. Daddy's more than a gimmick.
Let's see. So, we spoke about who your famous are in your career. You've also mentioned about your achievements and goals for 2022. But is there any chance, within the next 10 years, will we...
Repeat that question for me?
Will you be going international by the time, within 10 years from now? Will you be going international? Could we see you come to the UK, kick some ass, go back to the US, kick some ass, and take it all the way around the world? Could we see that from you, Roma? Within 10 years,
I'll definitely be international within 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
We will have to hold you to that comment about that. We'll see if you did meet that from 10 years on. 10 years on with Roma Miller. Did he go international? Find out next week. Well, we wish you the best of with that. I do hope you do. I do hope you get to come to the UK for a UK tour and get to meet the wild, passionate fans of the UK, because we love our football and it translates into the wrestling show, as you probably know.
Awesome.
From the UK shows, from when they're in Manchester or Liverpool or London.
Yes.
Can't really take in the NFL games, but definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we are better than the college football fans. College football fans go mad, but we get madder, more passionate. We have better chance than the college football fans.
I've seen. I watched a movie once called Green Street Hooligans.
Okay. Is that based on West Ham?
Yes.
Okay, yep, I've heard the story. Yep, Shane Taylor, former Ring of Honor wrestler, I think he is. He mentioned this movie, but go ahead.
Yeah, it was just showing how the teams have their firms and they get behind the teams, and sometimes it gets violent, but the fans are really passionate. Is that how it is?
Yeah, kind of. Depending on the team, some teams go to battle, and some teams don't really. But yeah, depending on what team you support, yeah.
Wow. So who do you support?
Well, obviously, I am United, so I am in the red of Manchester. Of course, you have. We were dominating our other team in Manchester and the rest of the league for so many years under the great manager Sir Alex Ferguson until he retired in 2013. Since then, we've done absolutely nothing apart from winning the FA Cup. which, of course, if you go back in our history, we used to win the FA Cup a lot of times. So, in the FA Cup about 5 years ago, I think it was, or 6 years ago, was a great achievement for us. But apart from that, we've not done anything else. But one thing we can still say, though, the other Manchester team has not won the Champions League. So they've still 0 against us, who have won it twice. So we've still got something up against our neighbours in Manchester.
Right. And didn't you guys recently sign Cristiano Ronaldo again?
Yes, we did in August, yes. And that's when things so good last season to downhill this season, ending our manager's life with Sosa being fired in November. Then we've got this so-called inspiration of a manager called Ralph, who inspired managers like Jurgen Klopp of Liverpool, Thomas something or other from Chelsea. But I don't see nothing inspiring about Ralph at all. He's not done anything better for United, drawing or even being beaten. We should easily be beating in the Premier League. So something is very wrong there, and I don't think he's the right man. I'm hoping in the summer we do not end up with Ralph as our manager.
Oh, man, we'll see. Only time will tell.
As you call it, soccer in America?
Yeah, it's soccer in America.
But I mean, do you follow it? Do you have a team?
I follow a few players. When the World Cup comes around, I make it a point to watch. But I do like Atlanta FC from the MLS.
Okay.
One guy I do like from the UK, Harry Kane. I'm a big Harry Kane fan.
It's the Harry Kane guy, yes. The guy who couldn't score a single goal in the Euros at all. This is absolutely dreadful. But they kept playing him. If I was the manager of England, bench him. Or I'd hit him.
Would you bench? You would bench Harry Kane?
Yeah, I would. He couldn't score. Or the whole point of a football match is score goals. He could not score. So to my matter, he should just either retire or sit on the bench, because you're just a waste of my time. I could bring up something better than.
Oh man, you fans are tough.
That's what I would do if I was a manager. But
he scored 6 goals in the World Cup, didn't he? He broke the record, did something like that. But I guess recently he hadn't done anything. You're right.
You know, the USA.
You say it one more time? You kind of cut out on me.
I know. Okay, so the USA in 2018 could not even qualify for the World Cup. That was a disaster performance.
Broke my heart. Broke my heart.
So even I was gutted that USA couldn't qualify, because usually when England gets knocked out, I usually chant USA, USA, because they usually go a bit further than the England, but they didn't even qualify this time around. So a bit of a gut feeling, but it was very fun seeing Mexico getting rid of Germany for the first time.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
But again, this year it's in Qatar. So it's going to be a different time of the year, November, instead of the usual June, because usually England play on my birthday every time it's the Euros or the World Cup, but for the first time in my lifetime, they will not be playing on my birthday. Instead, they'll be playing in November 2022 in Qatar.
Yeah. You know, in 2026 is coming to America.
Is it now?
Yes. The 2026 World Cup will be in the US.
Oh, that's a shame, because that's probably worst time zone as well, isn't it? Because, you know, you guys are like flipping 6-8 hours behind us. So I'm just hoping England plays in the early afternoon window. That'd be great for me, but that's going to be bad, because you're sharing it with Mexico, aren't you?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Us, Mexico, and Canada.
That's right, yeah. So Canada not too bad, depending where it's being played at. So hopefully the final will be in Canada, so that England can be there to win it all, because we're doing very well. We've gone to the final for the first time in 55 years. So hopefully we can do that again in the World Cup this year, and maybe even win the World Cup. That'd be great. For the first time since 1966 in black and white TV to colour TV and high definition. That'd be great to see that for sure.
That would be great. We'll see, man. We'll see how it goes.
Is the US qualified in this year's World Cup? Do you know?
I don't know. I hope we get it together and qualify. I hope we get it together. I really do.
Fingers crossed for you. Fingers crossed. Moving on about tomorrow night. Again, this was stringers all the way back round here. So, of course, ProSouth Wrestling is live tomorrow night, 7:05 p.m. Central Time. 7 p.m. is the actual time it goes live. The actual show begins 8 p.m. Eastern, and of course 1:30 in the morning here in the UK on the 12th of February 2022 in the UK. Where can people find you on social media, by the way, Roma?
You can follow me on Twitter at Supreme_Roma91. You can follow me on Instagram at Supreme Roma. And on Facebook, Roma Miller.
Yeah,
there you go. I'll follow back.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll follow back.
Interesting. He says he follows back. We have to keep him to that. I don't know. I don't know if I actually do follow you on any of those social media. I don't know if I do. I don't think I do. Do I? I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't think so. We got to change that.
I don't know. I recently. I will say recently. I did today. I went through my following and found out how many people still followed me, and if they didn't follow me, they got the axed. So I unfollowed a few hundred people today on Twitter, so I've now gone down from 701 followers to about 648 followers I follow back. So if you unfollow, then you should unfollow me first. That's how it goes. I check that very rarely, so I didn't even notice that some people who I thought were still following me unfollowed me, which is a bit of a shame. Like, for instance, the owner of Rocky Mountain Pro. He used to follow me on Twitter. Now he unfollowed me. I don't know when, but he unfollowed me. He helped to produce Otis to the world, by the way. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit of a shame, but oh well. I tell you who else didn't follow me on Twitter.
Who else?
His lovely wife does, but not Amy. Not Ace Haven.
Oh, well, Ace, go follow Edward.
You know, it's probably because of my bad comments I make about Amy Haven on this show. It's probably why he doesn't want to follow me back on Twitter. I don't believe on Instagram though. I couldn't find him on Instagram, so I don't think he does do Instagram. I know his lovely wife does, but I don't think he does.
Right.
But I could be wrong.
I don't think he does either.
Yeah, I don't think he does. Yeah, I don't know why. He should be on TikTok as well. I think he'd be a great TikToker.
Oh, I think so too. He'd be a great TikToker.
He would, wouldn't he? You know, has that ever brought up to you? Are you on TikTok, by the way? You didn't mention it. Are you on TikTok or?
I don't use TikTok. My daughters do, and they're good at it. But me personally, I don't do the TikTok.
Why not? Why not? You could be quite good on it.
I think so. I just got to take the time to sit down and figure it out and learn it. Once I get good at it, then I might try it.
Yeah, don't. I've uploaded 2 clips of my show on there. Got 0 plays, 0 clips. Don't know why they don't get very good views. I have no idea why. I put the right tags in as well. I've tagged the people in the video. Well, they're on, but I've hashtagged a lot of different things, thinking, oh, this would be great. This would get a good hit. Nothing. I have no idea how TikTok works, but obviously it's not the same way as Twitter or Facebook works, so it's annoying. But there you go.
It's discouraging.
Yeah, it is. The sense. because I can't get any content. People see it for some reason. I have no idea why. Very annoying. Would you call yourself sexiest man of 2021 in ProSouth Roma? Because we had on Too Sexy on this show. You know the song "I'm for Your Shirt." You know, that song when we had them on this show last year. So would you call yourself maybe the sex?
I don't think I would call myself the sexiest man in ProSouth, but everybody else would.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, everybody else would. If you would take a poll, I would win.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you think would come second behind you then?
Behind me, James Hardy. James Hardy, definitely.
Hardy, okay.
Close second.
Bit hard to see that. I think might say.
You think Ace? I think we should put a poll together and see.
There you go. That's not a bad idea. ProSouth, put a poll up on your Facebook page or Twitter or even on all three. Let's see who the people think is the who they would say is the sexiest person of 2021 in ProSouth. You know, that would be a good poll to win every year.
Yeah, I think so. I think I win every single year.
No? Okay.
Wait, we still there?
Yes, we're still here. Did you hear what I said or not?
No, repeat it. I didn't hear it.
Okay, I'll repeat it for you. I said, before we wrap this up, is there anything else you would like to mention? Very important chat before this up.
Anything I'd like to mention? Nah, we covered pretty much everything. Just make sure you're tuned in tomorrow night for ProSouth Wrestling presents Valentine's Day Massacre. Watch me teach Brandon Whatley a lesson. Watch Ace Haven become the multiple-time ProSouth champion after he buries Cameron Keys.
Not gonna happen.
After he buries Cameron Keys. Watch James Hardy teach Chris Mason a lesson. Watch Damian Seratone show Tony Midas why Midas is not king. Make sure you tune in tomorrow at ProSouth Wrestling presents St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah,
it's going to be a bang.
And the link to that show is in the description below here. So just click on the description below and you will see it saying watch ProSouth tomorrow night. Click that link and it will take you to the St. Valentine's Massacre. I know it's not called Saint, but I like to add that in. It makes it much more, I don't know, posher. It makes it more exciting. So I add that in. It's not called that, but that's what I'm going to call it. St. Valentine's Massacre sounds much better than just Valentine's Day Massacre. Even though, as well, as I mentioned, it's not even on Valentine's Day. So
true.
So it's a bit early for that, but hey-ho, I guess they need to rethink that idea for next year. But it's called St. Valentine's Massacre, however. But there you go. It's live in the description below. Starts tomorrow night, 7:05 p.m. Central Time on YouTube. I'm probably going to mention something there, so I guess not. We going to say something at the end of that, or?
No, I think we covered it all, man.
Okay. I thought you were going to say something, and I thought I was going to interrupt you. That's all.
Oh, no, not at all.
So, Roma, then. I hope you enjoyed these questions this evening. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say about you here this evening as well. And again, thanks to the ProSouth management, whoever they are. You won't be hearing any hints of who they are here on this show. But thanks to them for making this happen, of course. You were going to come on last week. Right. It may happen tonight. Of course, again, I'm going to say this, but who would you think should come on the show next?
Who do I... Man, of all the people, Brother Azriel. A lot of people don't really get to hear him talk a whole lot. I think we should get to know Brother Azriel a little bit better. He should come on next.
You know, ProSouth, I guess. I won't be. ProSouth makes the decisions around here, so maybe they think that might be a good choice, or maybe they think it's with somebody else. I would love, that's a great suggestion, by the way, and I hope it happens. But that's your prediction, that's your pick. This is my pick. I would love to have on both Amy Haven, the commissioner, or ProSouth, to make it easy on her, right? So that she don't feel bullied by my questions, by my tough questions to her about her position in the company. From what I've mentioned over the past few weeks, I am, I'm inviting her husband to come on the show as well to make it feel a bit more safe, a bit more calmer, a bit more relaxed. How about that? Make things a bit fairer, doesn't it?
I think that would be good.
It would be good.
That would be a great. I think so too.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it will never happen, Roma, because again, she's just too busy, or she says that, and she's not. Anyway, I do hope though you'll come back on the show again, Roma, despite my earlier comments about you and with the fans regarding you early in the show. Yeah. You're not a kiss ass to Rhyno, as we learned early in the show.
Right.
And I hope you do get to stay out of his way on March 25th when he comes into ProSouth and scores through the talent. Hope he doesn't break anything at ProSouth. I hope he doesn't break any stages or any wings or anything like that. We don't want that.
I mean, when Rhyno comes, you should probably expect something to get broken.
Well, hopefully just someone's body, at least. If you enjoyed this episode of the Fowler Show,
I did. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you for having me on.
You'll come back on the show again, though.
Yeah, I definitely will. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. If you enjoyed this episode tonight, make sure to like it on YouTube.
I will.
Yeah, if I can keep some new equipment here in a moment. If you want to share the video around, so means more people can get to watch this episode with Roma Miller on with me, of course, with my comments and my reactions. Leave a comment as well. Let me know what you thought of my reactions and his reactions to my questions, to his answers. Did you enjoy my questioning? Do you like the way I asked my questions? Did you enjoy Roma's answers? And any future There we go. So leave a comment if you enjoyed the show. Any future questions for Roma. And until next episode drops, then please do subscribe to this channel. We've got over 165 people subscribe to this channel. So, and of course, next week after Super Bowl weekend, next week we're being joined by Shark Boy again. Yes, Shark Boy is back again next week. I think it's next Thursday actually. He's joining us on the show to talk about again his upcoming events, because he wants to make sure many people know where he's going to be in March. He's doing double business in the 12th and the 13th of March. So we'll be talking all about that and the Super Bowl as well, of how his team could become Super Bowl champions this weekend. I don't think so. I think the Rams will win the Super Bowl in the home state of California. But until when Sharp Boy comes on to discuss all about the reaction of the Super Bowl, when he be crying his eyes out when the Rams win, because the Rams are a better team than the Bengals. Is that right? Is that the Bengals who are playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, the Bengals. There you go. See, I know what team is going on here. So the Rams will win against the Bengals. The Bengals will be sent back home, and they'll rename all their streets back to normal. At the moment, the city of Bengals are confused of what streets is which, because they've decided to take all the names down, rename all football streets, and nobody got a clue where they are. So until the next video drops, enjoy the rest of your Thursday night, and TTTY. Ciao for now.
All right, see you later. Thank you.